Hi, I'm Muyiwa from Premier Christian Radio and Premier Gospel Station Director. It's a great joy to be here at AGMA's launch. One, I'm here as an artist and also as a friend of Charles Korantang, who's behind it, and also as the head of Premier Gospel. I had to speak today. So here we are in 2017. It's an opportunity for us to go even further. You know, you hear a lot of times, what you appreciate grows, and AGMA allows us the opportunity to appreciate what's good and put it in the light, so other people who may not know anything about African gospel music get to see it and then maybe try and enjoy it, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
I just love the work that AGMA do in celebrating artists from the diaspora all across Africa, all nations. So I'm just excited to be here.
Something about the Spirit of Jesus that makes me sing good, 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 good. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are.
Being part of AGMA is not just another occasion to receive awards, but making impact, transforming lives, taking gospel music to another level. I've spent the last few years of my life working in Africa, so I know what I'm talking about. Something is about to happen.
There's music all over Africa. It's very rich, and this is so important, and it's great that AGMA is just highlighting and acknowledging all these artists.
This is an opportunity for us all to come together as a body of Christ, and also to promote the African culture as well.
I almost can't find a word for how important it is to have an award system that recognises excellent African gospel music in the diaspora and back home. It's so important for the entire industry, the African music industry, but the British gospel music industry, and I would say the worldwide gospel music industry.
The most important thing, this work is for God, it's not for us. So I support AGMA 100%.
We've had an amazing night. You know, God has been awesome. I wasn't expecting what happened tonight. It was just brilliant, you know, awesome speeches and ministrations and everything else that I wasn't expecting. So God has been here, and I'm just inviting you to come to Stratford Circus main auditorium on the 3rd of June, African Gospel Music and Media Awards 2017, happening right here on the 3rd of June. So be here, and God will show up as well.
If you're watching this, please make sure that you get your tickets for AGMA 2017. It's going to be a great event. I just know that there's going to be the best of African gospel present there, and you're going to have a really, really good time.
AGMA 2017, June the 3rd. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be at the Stratford Circus. You got to tell your friends, tell your neighbors.
You don't want to miss it, you know? So just keep it locked, mark the date. I'm inviting you specially. Yes.
Come the 3rd of June, it's going to be a wonderful night. Great music, great company, some wonderful outfits there, like from all over the world. Come and have fun. 3rd of June, 2017, here at Stratford Circus. No better place to be than here.
Make sure you get your ticket and you come here. It promises to be a fantastic night. You never forget it.
Please spread the word. Tell your friends, tell everyone that African gospel music is on again this year, and they need to be there to celebrate what God is doing.
Hi viewers, thank you for watching MCM TV, subscribing to our YouTube channel and following us on Facebook. I know you've been loving most of our programs. And guess what? I'm coming away with another program I call Crack. There's a saying that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Honestly, the show I'm coming up is even making me laugh myself. I'm going to crack your ribs. Trust me. You can't afford to miss this particular program, Crack, live on MCM TV. Watch this space.
Praise the name of the Lord. Hi, Scotland. My name is Apostle General Sam Crunchy Ankra. It's happening live from the 12th to the 16th of July.
In this convention, may the Lord bring you divine help, divine assistance.
July at the International Grace Ministries IGM, and Reverend Trevor, my son, will be gathering sons of the kingdom and daughters of the kingdom, and we want to experience the kingdom power and the kingdom grace and the kingdom goodness of our Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, Jesus Christ, the same yesterday, today, and forever. I will be showing up, and I'm coming in the anointing of the Spirit of the Most High God, and the word of God is going to be precise, and it's going to be spot on, and there will be signs and wonders following, because Jesus Christ is Lord. From the 12th to the 16th of July at IGM, Reverend Trevor is our host. Check the dates and the venue as it's appearing on the screen, and we will be there to celebrate the goodness of the Lord. I will see you from the 12th to the 16th of July. God bless you. I love you.
Your will be done in me. Oh my Lord, please lay up. Let me take it again. So be my light and be my guide, be my way, be my way. Oh my Lord, come lay. My soul says yes, say yes.
Viewers, thank you very much for logging on to MCM TV. And today is no more Crack or Vision 101. It is Hard Talk. Hard because certain issues are hard to talk about. But as for some of us, you know, because we've got the mouth to talk about it, it's hard to talk, or we talk about it anyway. So today on Hard Talk, I've got this wonderful couple. Some of you have been watching them on Facebook and media all over the place on social media. I was watching them the other time. The homecoming summit. And I started to marry going on homecoming summit. Well, anyway, today I'm going to be here in the studio of MCM TV. We'll be discussing something very, very essential in the things of God, and also as a bother to all of us as well. But before we go for this particular show and for us to start the whole thing again, we are going for a short commercial break. When we return, please don't go anywhere. Grab your phones, share, let people know that Auntie Mary herself is in the studios of MCM TV and also Uncle Eric. Share this video. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
No further, I found the answer to all my photography and video needs thanks to Mascot Creative Media. If you're in search of professional videographers and photographers for your weddings, engagements, birthdays, funerals or any other events at an affordable price, then Mascot Creative Media is your #1 choice. They also design and print flyers, banners, magazines, business cards and invitations, and guess what? They are experts in web design and management too. So find them at 92 Mary Grove, London, N1 7QJ, or call them on 020 7566 0099 or 074 2943 3363. The website is www.mascotcreativemedia.com. Mascot Creative Media, passionate about customer service.
So you welcome to the show commercial break, and today's show Hard Talk is participated by MCM TV. They are gurus when it comes to website building, having some flyers to do for your events. Please don't look anywhere. Just grab your phones and call MCM TV, and they will do excellent job for you. Well, today we are here on Hard Talk, and I've got wonderful guests with me today in the studios. They will do their own introduction of themselves, and then we will chit-chat. We're talking about the reason why divorce is on ascendancy, especially in the Christendom. I've watched this couple do a lot of programs on their Facebook page, and they've dealt with very deep issues, and I said, look, some of these people really need some kind of exposure on our network, for example, for other people who are not actually hearing what they are doing, to come and share what they've actually adopted as a way of getting information out to some of our viewers. And by the grace of God, here they are, their busy schedule, I have to put them out of their hiding zone. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I know you want Eric, but Eric
Amwakwa Boadu.
Wow. And then
Marie Amwakwa Boadu.
So Mr. Eric Amwakwa Boadu, and then Mrs.
I like the way you expressed it.
Exactly. I have to be very careful because everybody knows that.
That's right.
It's a Mrs. That's right. Well, so what do you do actually for in terms of like career or profession?
Right. I'll say ladies first, and then I'll pass it on to Marie to start it off, and then I'll come in.
Okay, so thank you very much for having us this afternoon, Jeremiah. It's such a pleasure and honor to be here. What do I do? Oh, I do various lots of things. I'm an all-rounder, as I said. In terms of my secular career, if we can put it that way, I'm into education. So I'm in the education industry. I work with young children in a primary school. And I've been doing that for about 6-7 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. Prior to that, I used to work for the bank, but it wasn't fulfilling enough. So I decided to change career path.
Fulfilling enough in terms of, so
I just wasn't fulfilled.
In the bank?
In the bank, yes.
Others were trying to
wow. I know, but I just wasn't fulfilled enough. Something just wasn't sitting right within my spirit. I thought there was more to who I was than counting other people's money. So I took it to the Lord in prayer, and I found my calling, which is to work with young children. I mean, a part of my calling is working with young children, because the way I see it is God has trusted me with young lives to be a part of their life's journey through formal education. So just having the opportunity to impact their life on a daily basis is such an honor, and I'm actually very, very privileged, and thank God for that. On the flip side, I am a transformational speaker. I'm a prophetess.
You can't leave that one out.
We can't leave that out. Yes. I was called into ministry about 13 years ago.
Wow.
Yes, and I was anointed as a prophetess. Wow. But I hardly like to use that word, although I've got it on my Facebook page, on my cover thing as a prophetess. I don't really like using that word because of the sort of negative connotation that comes with prophets and prophetesses at the moment. So I took it to the Lord in prayer and I said, Father, you know what, I'm going to call myself a transformational speaker. And the reason I really love that word is because my ministry helps especially women and young girls transform their lives from, hitting rock bottom in life, not knowing how to pick yourself back up. Wow. I believe I have a special grace and an anointing on my life that by the time I have finished talking to you, within 10 minutes, your life is transformed.
I'm feeling it right now.
Absolutely. It's the anointing, that by the time we've had like a 10 minutes chat, you see your own power within you. So I like to call myself a transformational speaker.
I also believe you do something about like entrepreneurship as well. Because I've seen a few stuff that you've done on the Facebook page and trying to let people know how to go into business, how to be able to save money and things like that.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, again, entrepreneurship, I believe that God gave everybody skills, talents, abilities. And formal education, yes, is good, we promote that, but also a part of your purpose is tied in with the things that you're passionate about. And a lot of the times it's your own skills, talents, and your abilities, your potential. So what I encourage women to do is, I believe in multiple streams of income. As a believer, I have the mindset of abundance. You have to have abundance. That's what we were created for, to enjoy abundance. So what are your skills? What are your talents? What are your potentials, your abilities? How can you learn to monetize those? So for example, one of my major talents is my voice, the gift of oration, being able to speak. And I've had to learn to monetize that.
I think I'm wasting my voice actually. I start monetizing my voice at the moment. If you just log your live on MCM TV and it's Hard Talk Me Jeremiah, please try and share this video because this couple, I'm telling you, they are much loaded. Much loaded. And today we are going to be receiving something from them that you never miss. You never lose nothing for just watching this particular episode of Hard Talk. And Eric, you can also just let us know exactly what I talked about. Exactly.
Right. So professionally, I'm a mechanical engineer, lead mechanical engineer, and I design planes.
Wow.
And passion-wise, I'm an artist, so I draw and paint people and places. So I'm really passionate about that one, and I try to teach other people how to use their talents and gifts for their own benefit and to benefit the community in which they are. So I actually motivate people. I'm a speaker as well. And I actually speak on the creative topics, how people can use their mindset, their subconscious mind to be creative and be productive in the creative world. And then joint-wise with my wife, we are entrepreneurs.
I honestly, there some videos that I watched, the two of you having a discussion.
Yes.
And I realized that there is one parallel line, or let's say a thin line, that every time you were talking and then you just lay off, she fits in well.
Perfectly well.
No wonder you all have that particular feel in that particular same area of operation, and we really thank God for your life. Trust you me, I've got my members watching you, church members, and they tell me that, look, you need to make sure you get these people on set.
We're here.
Because they're really endowed with wisdom.
Thank you.
And thank you for your time. Thank you for coming. All right, so for our discussion today, I have watched you also done a few discussion on marriage, divorce, and things that goes into it. So I said, let me try and see if I can be able to pull Mr. and Mrs. Amwako. To ask them if they can also share with us some of their discoveries, the reason why in the Christendom people can get married within a short time of divorce. Sometimes you could see very nice couple, they begin 1 year, 2 years, and then before you realize the marriage is on rocks.
That's right.
You've gone beyond 10 years.
Yeah.
Because I was military whilst we were deep. And so I know that there's a winning formula, which you might have adopted, and it's helping you. Somehow, some of your families might work for some other people.
True.
And so accept, please come and share with our viewers. How come, as Christians, for all these years, God has knitted you together and you've managed to be able to hold your marriage together till now and still counting on God?
Great.
What has been the secret?
So I think before I delve into your question, I'll give a bit of a background about us. You did mention 10 years.
Yes.
That's true, by the glory of God. I met Marie in 1997.
Okay.
So that's about 21 years. We met in London.
Okay.
And then 2 years after, we got married in Ghana. That was 1999.
Wow.
So July...
1999, I was now going to do my BBC. I'm doing my calculation.
That's right. That's right. Wow. So July 17th, we'll be celebrating our 19th wedding anniversary.
Wow.
And 21 years of us meeting each other.
Wow.
And 21 years.
That's amazing.
That's amazing, isn't it? So to the glory of God, we've been made this far, and I can give glory to God. And the question again is,
how come you've been able to hold together this year for 21 years?
I can ascribe everything to God.
Wow.
We wouldn't take the glory here because we are from different backgrounds.
Yeah.
But yet God has decided to bring us together.
Yeah.
And most times when it comes to me telling how we've been together this far, I leave that to Marie to tell you. So I'll let Marie come in.
Right, okay.
Okay, I think Eric left a key part out.
I told you.
Yeah.
Got the records.
That's right.
Yes, which I believe is of value to somebody, because I do have a lot of young ladies ask me this question a lot. And what Eric left out was, although we got married in we met in 97, we got married in 1999.
Yeah.
I would say we were already married before then.
Wow.
And let me explain.
Exactly. I was going to say
and I'm going to give you dates because, as you know, as somebody who's into education, dates and I like facts.
Very, very important.
So we met in September of 97.
Okay.
By January of 98, we were already in the registry office.
Wow.
In Brighton, to be precise. We went to do the registry. So that's 4 months within meeting each other.
Yeah.
And that goes to show that you can get married early enough and still make it work.
Wow.
So that was January 1998, and then the following year, July 1999, we went to Ghana for the white church wedding. And even here at the registry, we had most of our family members with us in attendance. So it was a beautiful thing.
Great.
And we believe that we met by divine connection.
Wow.
In fact, there's a little bit of a background to how we met. Divine connection. My father and Eric's father studied here.
Okay.
In the 60s.
Wow.
That's right.
And on the day they were both called to the bar, they took a photograph. It was a group of African boys with their wives. And in the photo is my parents, Eric's parents, and another couple from, according to my mom, they're from Zambia.
Okay.
And Eric's mom was actually 4 months pregnant with him.
Wow.
In that photo, and they had Lord Denning in the middle of the photo. So it turns out, growing up, we had a copy of the photo, they had a copy, but our paths never crossed
at all.
And actually, he was born here and taken back to Ghana. Our paths never ever crossed.
Wow.
Until we met here in 1997. So our meeting was a reunion for our parents after all these many years.
About 25 years.
Yeah. Every year we like to put the picture on Facebook.
Wow.
Once a year we put the picture up on Facebook.
That's lovely.
Just to show the world.
Divine, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Divine.
Wow.
Yes.
I see.
How have we made it work? I think right at the beginning, we put our faith in everything. I wouldn't say we were, or me particularly, I was, high spiritual as I am now. But even back then, we said to each other that we were going to keep everybody out of our marriage, and everybody, including our parents.
Wow.
So parents, friends, pastors, bishops, whoever, everybody was out. We believe that if we had made a decision that we were going to come together and get married, we were grown adults then. No matter what, we were going to figure it out and make it work.
I think our principle was that, as Marie said, we are grown-ups.
Yeah.
And therefore there was nothing that we couldn't handle.
That's right.
We faced our challenges in the first few years, but we made it a point to sit down and talk. And therefore, effective communication is high on our list.
Okay.
And it should be high on everybody's list as married couples, whereby you make communication, effective communication, not just communication, but effectively communicating with each other.
Wow.
And what do I mean by effective communication? When you're talking to your wife, look your wife in the eye, making sure there's no hidden agenda.
This is a tip for the young ones. Look straight to the eyeball
of the wife. You know, it works because it takes away any facade.
Oh.
It shows the transparency within you. Because we're spirit beings.
Yeah.
And the window to our spirit is our eyes.
Wow.
So when you look at the eye of your spouse, definitely you're communicating to the spirit of the spouse and not just the human being in front of you.
Wow. Yeah.
And therefore you're able to connect deeply on a high level in that sense.
This is amazing. I've learned something and put it under my sleeves.
And also body language. Body language comes into play here.
Okay.
Because we communicate about 90% of communication is body language rather than the verbal words.
Yeah.
So if you're not paying attention and if you're not present and you throughout the conversation, don't be surprised if you hear me using the word being present or the phrase being present a lot.
Okay.
Because I've learned over the years that one has to be present in every moment, living in the now. So even during the conversation, you have to be present in the conversation to be able to hear what the person is trying to communicate to you, either through their body language or by the verbal words, or even through their actions. They're trying to tell you something.
So do you have non-verbal verbal communication amongst yourself where if maybe there are some people around who want to give them a signal? Do you use some of those cases sometimes?
Yes.
I would say so.
Okay.
There are the obvious ones where you give signals with your eyes and all that.
Okay.
And there's a deeper level where your presence, your spirit, actually tells a person what mood you're in.
Yeah.
So
because I remember one of your videos, you were Aunt Mary was watching something upstairs.
That's right.
And you were downstairs.
Yes.
Not knowing what she was watching, you were watching the same watching the same thing. And she was shocked.
Yeah.
I tend to wonder how this thing sometimes works. I'm just 4 years old in marriage.
Well done. Congratulations.
Congratulations, yes.
And I normally watch what you do to try to empathize and see that if they've come this far, what are some of the punches that you normally use?
That's right.
So for example, if Aunt Mary was not with you, had no discussion of what you even watched that particular day, but she comes into your room and what you were watching, she's watching the same thing. There's a spirit that is communicating.
Definitely.
How does this normally happen? I'm just trying to get the understanding.
Let me take us back into the Bible, because marriage is an institution that you're given a certificate even before you've started the journey.
Okay. Yeah.
And therefore we should be beyond that and go back to the source. How did God intend marriage to be?
Okay.
So I like us to look at Genesis 2:18.
Right.
And I'll read briefly.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it says, "And the Lord God, it is not said that it's not good for man to be alone. I'll make a helper suitable for him." So the Lord God caused man to fall deep asleep. And while he was sleeping, he took one of the man's ribs and closed up the place with the flesh. Then the Lord made a woman from his rib that he had taken, and added to it and was pleased. Now, what I want to say is that because our spouse is normally taken from our ribs, they are a part of us.
Okay.
Where the Bible says that the two shall be one, it really meant the two shall be one. Technically, we are not one because we are from different backgrounds, we are from different families, we've got different aspirations, interests, upbringings, and all that.
Yeah.
But when the Bible says the two shall be one, it means you shall be one in spirit.
Okay.
Now, how does the spirit develop? It develops when you've actually spent time in the presence of God. So as married couples, tip number 2, spend time in the presence of God.
Wow.
Now, the more you spend time in the presence of God, your spirits align. And therefore able to complete each other's sentences literally, physically. Able to do what he said, watch one somewhere and the other that's something.
Spirituality is deep. And for me, many years ago, I moved from religion into spirituality. And once you understand spirituality, life's journey becomes very enjoyable. Because as Eric said, you become aligned with the source of all things, which is God Almighty.
That's right.
all connected. As Eric said earlier, we are spirit beings having a human experience.
Yeah.
So once God has, in his infinite wisdom, has decided to connect me to this man, I am in him and he is in me. We are one now.
That's right.
So it is no surprise to me that whatever I am watching, whatever I am doing internally, he's doing the same thing. We think alike. We almost, like he said, we almost complete each other's sentences and all that. It is not magic. It's the oneness, and the oneness is the God in us.
Wow.
You know, so I think once, if people are able to grasp that, they will have an enjoyable marriage.
Yes. I'm really enjoying myself today. It's Hard Talk live on MCM TV with me, Jeremiah, today. And as I said to you, I have Uncle Eric and Auntie Mary today helping us to delve deep into certain particular areas. Now, onto the main reason why I brought you on the set. I did a little research about divorce rate in the Catholic churches, the Pentecostal churches, as we would say, and then let's say the charismatic churches.
Right.
And I discovered that the rate at which the divorce is in the Catholic Church is not as compared to the Pentecostal or charismatic churches. So I was asking myself that they feel the counseling process, or when the couple are counseled, they don't actually take what is given to them, or they just going because people are going into it. What actually contributes to this particular tendency, like in divorce in the church?
Talking about research, I mean, divorce rates worldwide is on the rise.
Yeah.
And it's quite alarming that in the Christendom it's even higher.
Yes. An institution, you mentioned that it's an institution that was made by God.
That's right.
So if he has made a particular institution, and I believe that the manual that he is giving to that particular thing, exactly. So why are we not going in use of the manual and rather let me see, get a casualty rather more than other religion? I just can't understand this whole thing.
It's amazing. There's a couple of factors. We can't really pinpoint just one aspect that this is the root cause of it.
Right.
A couple of areas, and Maria and I will touch on a few areas. I would say that the high-ranking factor would be couples have now, Christians, have kept God out of their marriage.
Wow.
And it'll be surprising. It'll be surprising because we are meant to be Christians. We are meant to be Christ followers because we are Christ-like.
Yeah.
But yet we've left God out of it. How do I mean? A lot of Christians don't spend time in the presence of God, as we said earlier on. And especially they don't spend time as couple in the presence of God.
Wow.
So praying together is key. Fasting together is key. Spending, let's say, a whole night in the presence of God is key to marriage. Because this is where your minds align. And if your minds align in God, how can man disagree?
Wow.
So that's number one. Maria as well. We'll bounce off each other.
That's right. It's good. Yeah. It's good.
I'm going to pick it from you made mention of the fact that even though we're all Christians, it's more, divorce is more on the rise from the charismatic, the Pentecostal side, rather than the Catholics, Church of England and all that. Now, I'm very interested in that. Reason being, I was born a Catholic.
Okay.
And so it is no surprise to me that it is not that high within the Catholic Church or within the Church of England, or let's call them the Protestants. You see, when it comes to the way we born-again Christians look at those churches, even though we're all Christians, sometimes it's quite alarming, and I find it very strange. I work in a Catholic school, and I'm a born-again Christian, so I go to a charismatic church, but work in a Catholic school. So every now and then, I call Eric and say, I've gone back to my Catholic. And I find that the Catholics, I mean, Isaiah, you should go to one of the, Jeremiah, you should go to one of their masses. They're able to, you feel the presence of God.
Wow.
And they take this institution very, very seriously. I mean, if you're a Catholic and you're separated or you're divorced, you cannot go to communion.
Wow.
That's it, And every Catholic takes their communion very seriously.
That's true.
I mean, from the age of 8, you have to go to classes to be able to become
like mass server. That's right.
Not that. fact, you have to go through a set of lessons for at least about 3 to 6 months or even more before you're qualified to do your first Holy Communion.
Wow.
Which is why it is a major celebration in the lives of a child when they get to that
first
stage.
Communion.
Absolutely. And then from there you go to confirmation.
Right.
And then from confirmation, your next stage in life, which is the final, is baptism, Holy Communion, confirmation, and then the final one is Holy Matrimony, which is the wedding, you getting married. And so they take it very, very seriously. When it comes to us born again Christians, I think sometimes we're a bit too liberal. We're too free. Because we believe in the salvation power and we believe in the grace of God, the mercies, and you hear a lot of born again Christians say we take the grace for granted. I think it is true to a high degree. And so we're quite liberal. And then, majority of the pastors who don't help. And we're going to come to that in our notes. How do I mean by that? A young girl and a young boy, some pastor or deacon or elder in the church sees them talking a lot after church, they become friends. Instead of maybe inquiring from them, what's your friendship like? The moment they see them together 2-3 times after church, you need to get married. You see what I mean? You need to get married. And then they take them through a very rapid counseling process. 6 months, 3 to 6 months, or perhaps even 1 year. And then they're forced to get married. I'm not saying I've heard that it is something that is going on. I have seen with my own eyes and heard from some of these couples whose marriages ended up in divorce after 1 year and after 3 years. Yes, and they came and they told us we were forced into it. Pastor saw us dating. Next thing we knew, get married. They got married, and then it ends there. So. It's
something. I mean, there's something that Maria and I call red flags.
Yes, I remember you mentioned one of your.
It's important that we highlight that here because, as Marie said, Christians, pastors or elders in the church, who are meant to be spiritual, see two people together being a bit close, and that's they draw to a conclusion. And within the next 3-6 months, 1 year, they are forced to marry. Now, they don't allow these individuals to study each other. Or, even if it's not the pastors, the two individuals don't take it on or as their responsibility to study each other. And probably they are not aware of these red flags. What do we mean by red flags? One red flag can be a person who is very domineering. And during your course period, you notice that this guy is very domineering. It's not allowing you to be yourself. It's telling you what to do, but you choose to ignore it in the name of love. And then when you get married later on, the same because it's a habit. It will always come forth. It shows up in your face, and you don't know how to deal with it. So that's one key red flag over there. You have red flag. Marie has got countless red flags.
Meanwhile, it's not that he or she didn't show you. Maya Angelou, I heard this on Oprah Winfrey show many years ago, and it was Maya Angelou herself. She was here then, and may her soul rest in. She said, when a person shows you who they are, believe them.
Yes.
And Oprah Winfrey said she was going to add to that. Oprah, when they show you who they are the first time, believe them. Don't wait for them to show you 26 times. Before
they will change.
Them.
When I get in there will be a change. Wow.
Converse and take it.
And especially that goes to my beloved sisters, the younger ladies. You can never change anybody. So the moment they start showing you who they are, certain character traits, behavior traits that you're not happy about,
begin to point them out.
Point them out and have the conversation, which is why that's my favorite word. Have the conversation with them. No matter, I hear people say, but he's not the type that you can sit down and have a conversation with. Well, he's a human being. You can have the conversation with them. And if he's not ready to listen, then he's not for you. It's as simple as that.
Because I remember in the Bible, the book of Genesis, when God came to look for Adam. He didn't ask where is Eve. He said, where is Adam? So it was communication.
That's right.
So if God has given a particular idea, because we are made in his image and likeness.
That's right.
So if God communicates, then why can't you communicate also with your lady? Then I don't.
Especially within marriage, where God is instituted for the two to come from different backgrounds and become one. I think the binding force is communication, isn't it? But that's where you get to know the person's ideas.
Exactly.
What is going on in their mind. so that the two of you can actually align. Without that communication,
Is there any more some red flags that you can point out for us?
Lots of them. Lots of them.
The red flag, as Eric mentioned earlier, is that domineering attitude, and that can come from either side, both man, and woman. There are other things like not having that sharing attitude. So, they don't want to share, especially in finances. Very hard,
Sorry to break in. Do you believe in joint account?
Yes.
We do.
There's been a lot of argument about some of these things. And so how do you manage, they can complete what we're saying. So how do you juggle? Because somebody will say this any more than I do. So I'm not going to make sure I'm going to keep it to myself. But how do you manage to...
If it's really difficult, the way we've done it, we do have a joint account, we also have separate accounts.
Okay.
So that we have a common goal for that joint account.
Okay.
And then, as I mentioned earlier, you need to allow individuals to be themselves.
Right.
You also allow them to have their separate accounts where they can spend their money at their free will.
Right.
When that happens, there's peace at home.
Okay.
But even then, I mean, we know each other's numbers. Even our children, we give our cards to our children all the time. Why not? We're a unit.
Family, a unit.
That's how we see ourselves. We are one unit. So if we are to call our children now, they can tell you what our PIN numbers are.
Wow.
Because we give them our cards all the time. Go to the cash point.
It's amazing.
Yes. Yes.
It forms a level of trust, isn't it?
Exactly.
When that trust,
transparency. So when a parent is even outside the home, they feel free to just talk to their dad or mom. Yes. What happened in school and things like that.
And if your spouse knows that you trust her or you trust him with your PIN number, your money, then they're not going to just overuse that PIN or the card and spend it.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, there are times when we're going to church and we'll stop by the cash to take money for offering or titles, and I'll swear he will come and I'll say to him, I'm going to speak in our local language. Or don't give me offering, mommy, I'll check me balance. I'll give him my card.
Some other people will never let you know their balance. Not even for even giving you the pay slips. How much they're even paying on a month.
So all these creates that stigma. It creates that environment of each one not trusting each other.
And distance, it creates a gap. So you know that we can sit and eat from one bowl. We can lay on the same bed and be intimate with each other. But when it comes to finances, we can't be transparent with each other. So there's always that gap. There's always that gap that both of you know needs to be filled or needs to be plugged in. But it's almost like a no-go area. My question is, why is that?
Why?
Yeah, why is that?
We're going for a short commercial break. Don't go anywhere. If you just logged on, live for MCM TV, and today I have Uncle Eric and Mary with me on Hard Talk. We'll be right back.
Look no further. I found the answer to all my photography and video needs thanks to Mascot Creative Media. If you're in search of professional videographers and photographers for your weddings, engagements, birthdays, funerals or any other events at an affordable price, then Mascot Creative Media is your #1 choice. They also design and print flyers, banners, magazines, business cards and invitations, and guess what? They are experts in web design and management too. So find them at 92 Marygrove, London, N1 7QJ, or call them on 020 7566 0099 or 074 2943 3363. The website is www.mascotcreativemedia.com. Mascot Creative Media, passionate about customer service.
Welcome back from this short break from our main sponsor, Mascot Creative Media. And whilst we wait for the commercial break, Auntie Mary was sharing a few tidbits with us off air. All right, so we just logged on live on MCM TV, and it's Talk today with me, Jeremiah. All right, Eric, I want to also find out from you, from where we just left off, that you mentioned about transparency, which is very, very important. Some couple can be transparent in other areas.
That's true.
But why is it very difficult for them to be transparent when it comes to their finances?
Money is power, and really mess up marriages, if I'm to say so.
Yeah.
Now that is why I keep saying that transparency in all areas is key, because marriage is a holistic thing, and you must address every aspect of marriage, be it your communication, area of communication, your finance, your health, every other aspect of your life within the marriage should be holistic.
Yeah.
And by holistic, I mean you should treat it as equal.
Yeah.
Right. When it comes to money, culture plays a very huge role. Whereby, let's say in the African culture, for instance, is the man that makes the most money.
Yeah.
And therefore, because he wants to hold on to that false power, you know, he's not prepared to share how much with the wife, for instance. That he's the one that dishes up the money, holds on to that false power.
Just to be the man of the house.
Be the man of the house. You know? Yeah. But then Christ says that love your wife as Christ loved the church. It doesn't mean that being the man of the house means that you are the one who is coming to just boss people around. And I'll say this to our men. Being the man of the house means that you are the spiritual head. You give the spiritual vision, having consulted God. Because you should spend a lot of time in the presence of God, so that you download God's message for the family to the rest of the family, be it your wife and your kids. So it is not a time for you to just be bossy over your wife. No. So going back to finances, that is why it's important for us to share you know, information with regard to our finances with our wife. I believe that women even manage money better than men.
Yes.
I believe that strongly.
That's very true. Majority.
Not that I give everything to Marie. But I believe so. Majority of women, because women are homemakers, they are able to manage things perfectly well as opposed to men.
Wow. You were talking about the red flags that normally should be like a pointer or pointers when you enter into a marital relationship. For instance, if I know that this young lady is stingy, she doesn't want to keep. It's her birthday.
Right.
She's expecting that from you. And when it's your birthday or it's Val's Day, you never see her say, "Oh, I'll give you the common flower." How do you tend to impact on that particular person? That look, sharing is caring. So learn how to be able to share. If you have a spouse like that, how do you handle some of the situation?
I think before marriage, if the person is like that, so say you're dating somebody or you're courting somebody, and you said it's perhaps their birthday before you, and you've given them a present, but haven't returned the same gesture when it's your birthday. Have the conversation. Say it to them blank, sweetie. So how come about my birthday today and anything from you? You know, when it was your birthday, I bought you something, and I also return the same. I mean, it's not that we are always doing I gave you so you have to give it back. But
it should be natural.
The fact that you've realized that it's not sitting well with you, it's hurting you, it's a pain within you, and I don't believe in holding pain. So the best thing to do is to have the conversation with the person, and then say to them, you know what, maybe I'll let it be for this time, but I think it's just nice if you learn. It's a learning curve. I think it's just nice if you learn that in future, or maybe next year, or Christmas, Easter, whatever other celebration, it's just nice if you also give me something. Let's learn to exchange gifts.
I think love, and I'll add more to what Marina said right here, love is sharing. I mean, God gave John 3:16 his only begotten son. That was an aspect of just sharing. So if we say that we're going to emulate God or Christ, then definitely the aspect of sharing within marriage is important. Whereby you're actually prepared to just share anything at all, whether emotionally, physically, spiritually. Share. That is where you actually emulate God.
But I also think that these things, they don't come easy and they don't come naturally to a lot of people.
Okay.
Why am I saying that? Isaiah, I don't know why I keep calling her. I have a cousin.
She's got a cousin called Isaiah. And that's why.
It's the ayah at the end.
It's true.
Jeremiah, that's right, Jeremiah. You know what? A lot of these things, somebody was saying the other day that when children are born, somebody gives a parenting book.
Yes.
Right? Now, from my background of working with children, children model what they see rather than what they're told.
Because I remember there was this show I was watching that you did on the minds of the or let's say of the child.
That's right.
That you can put something on the table, tell the child, don't touch it. 10 and within a few seconds you see the child going there to
out of curiosity, they want to know why you said you shouldn't touch it. But if you had told them the reason why you don't want them to touch it, they wouldn't have touched it. But to just leave them like that and say don't touch it, no, they want to know why.
Wow.
Yeah. So coming back to what we were talking about, a lot of us grew up just by observing our parents.
Okay.
And what we saw, we brought into our marriages.
Wow, that's true.
Subconsciously, without even realizing that we are doing them. And a lot of the times you hear people, I mean, I said so many things that, you know, there's certain things I would say to myself growing up as a teenager, I don't want to be like mommy when I grow up. But I ended up being like mommy.
Yeah.
Exactly like mommy. And sometimes I can even hear her voice through me, you know, and it's scary. So sometimes people behave like that not because that's who they are. It's just that they haven't been taught to give, because they never saw anybody giving anything to anybody in their household. They never saw daddy giving mommy a gift. Neither did they. In my household, for example, birthdays were a major thing.
That's true.
For my mom, yes, sometimes. For my dad, it was a no-no. He himself didn't even know he was born.
I think mine was in my household.
Wow.
You know, so your birthday comes, you go to him and he's like, okay, God bless you. He's saying our local language. And if you're lucky, if you push a little bit, you say, okay, here's money to go and buy chicken.
Wow.
Because, you know, chicken back home, back in those days was a big deal. We only had it, you know, during celebration.
Exactly.
So if you encounter a partner like that, know that perhaps you have grown up in a household where you learn how to do that. They haven't.
Right.
Again, that's where the conversation comes in, where you teach them that it is okay to learn to give.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so in moving forward, we trying to look at some of the reasons why in the house of God, or let's say the Christendom, was on Sunday ascendancy. We've touched on certain few areas. Now, you made mention of the elders in the church, the pastors, and let's say some of the councils as well. Do you think that they are supposed to go for professional counselors to counsel them, or just rely on, because I'm a pastor, I'm a man of God, and so therefore I should go to counsel somebody going into marriage? Because I realize that sometimes they use their marriage as a model only, without also consulting some of the other books that help in modeling marriages for them to be able to live or stay longer, let's say forever, in the marriage. Why do they think that because I'm the man of God, I'm the senior pastor, I must counsel you and that's it, no one else?
I strongly believe that I was thinking it from two different sides.
Yes, okay.
Where the couple should, and I do agree, should go for professional counseling.
Yeah.
But secondly, men of God should go for professional counseling in the area of marriage as well. Why do I say so? I think them knowing the word of God, them using their marriage as the yardstick is good, but they don't know it all.
Exactly.
They've not necessarily studied into how the brain or the mind works.
Wow.
And this is where professional psychologists, professional people who've studied about marriage, how people interact within society or with each other come in. So, first of all, I do agree, couples, apart from seeking counseling from the men of God, should also seek professional counseling. Secondly, men of God themselves, or the elders, should also go and acquire the skill of counseling professionally as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Because it means that if these things are happening, it goes through a process.
That's right.
For somebody to go through, let's say, a divorce or even separation.
Yes.
So if they come to let you know that these couples are having a challenge, if you have that particular skill, you'll be able to help them before you even get that particular skill of the divorce or separating.
Yeah.
I believe there's a certain way of doing everything on earth, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that certain way has a formula.
Okay.
You know, one formula for one scenario might not work for the other.
Yeah.
But at least there will be that basis of dealing with certain scenarios.
Yeah.
And if it's learned professionally, you're able to deal with it.
Wow.
Now, it's not everything that is dealt with by prayer. Some are dealt with by fasting. Some are also dealt with how the knowledge.
We even said this is not said by prayer, it's fasting. So sometimes it's fasting, it's also prayer.
And also, as well as, you know, dealing with it a certain way that God has taught us as by experience.
Yeah.
So these people that God has gifted in the area of psychology, we shouldn't discard their services.
Yeah.
Wow. So what will let a man of God say that because I'm not a professional counselor, I will not allow anybody to counsel my members into marriage?
Do you want to talk about marriage?
I mean, I'm a woman of God myself. Why wouldn't you allow somebody to counsel your members? And as the member themselves, I think in as much as we have very high regard for our pastors, there must be that line where we say, this is it. And I'm speaking to believers here. Look, these men of God and women of God, God has given them to us as our spiritual leaders. But at the end of the day, you also have direct access to the Lord. You know, so it comes a point where you've got to take control and charge of your life. Because at the end of the day, say you're going through issues, you've gone to your partner as a woman or a man, you're at the brink of divorce, you want to exit the relationship or the marriage. And pastor keeps telling you, no, go back. Jeremiah, we've heard of cases where people have lost their lives because they were asked to go back. You know, so it gets to a point where
it is very true, because I lost one of my very good mothers. I mean, when I got to this country a couple of years ago, she had no clue of me at all.
Right.
She just picked up as a son.
Oh, okay.
And just because of some of these things that we're talking about, the reason why I brought you in here is because I normally do programs that are quite relational to me, because it breaks me sometimes. If my sister had listened to counsel that don't go back, she would have been alive by now.
That's true.
But because the same men of God, it doesn't matter, God will do it. Just go, keep on praying. Out of heart attack,
dear,
she just went off, and that's it.
Now the sad thing is that we're not bashing men of God here.
It's true,
but they don't delve deep into the actual root cause of the problem, and they just have the side of praying about everything.
Okay.
But without actually knowing the source.
The question is, why don't they know the source? Because they're not skilled. They don't have that skill to detect the source, to go deep down into the root cause. And there's always a root cause. I mean, for some people, the other day I was talking to I was counseling a young lady, and by the time I was done with her, I said to her, look, it's not your husband. Check his childhood. Check a lot of the behavior that he's exhibiting now is from his childhood. So we've got to go back there. He himself needs to go back there and sort of come to terms with what happened in his childhood, and then be able to grow from there. And so when it gets to that point where the men of God themselves don't know what to do or what to say anymore,
that is where they resort.
They're very quick to say to you, go back and pray.
Go back.
Now prayer is everything, but sometimes the answer is for you to go to the professional who has studied about the brain, studied about human behavior. Why do human beings behave the way they do?
Wow.
As I'm talking now and I'm doing this, why am I doing this? There's brain activity going on. There's mind activity going on. And these people, God has given them wisdom to study into these things. But by the time they sit, and especially if you've watched programs or even seen counselors operate or psychologists operate, they just sit and listen to you. That's all they do. They've got their pen and paper and they're just watching. They're watching your behavior, because I do a lot of observations and we're trained as to how to do it. You're just watching. You're just watching, and you're able to pick up so much.
And interestingly, most of the answers are from the actual people,
from the person
from the person themselves. But it's how you're able to ask the questions. It's something called asking. It's how you're able to delve deep and ask certain types of
questions, and
then it pulls. So as we said, if you're not skilled in that area because you've not studied it, you might be a man of God, but you still wouldn't have that skill set.
I mean, can I give an example here? I was recently talking to a lady who was complaining that when her husband comes from work, he doesn't greet her.
Okay.
So he just leaves home in the morning, just badges him back in the evening, and expects his dinner to be ready and everything like that.
In the UK? Not even in the UK.
Born again, so-called born again Christian.
Wow.
And so after counseling the lady and everything, I said to her, I said, look, my concern, they've got 2 girls and 2 boys.
Okay.
I said to her, my concern is what both of you are teaching those children.
That's true.
Because what your husband is teaching the children, the young boys, is that as a man, you can walk out on a woman anytime and walk back in anytime, and the woman will accept you. What you are also teaching your 2 daughters is that it's okay for a woman to take nonsense from a man.
That's true.
Indirectly, you haven't said anything, but they're very young, but the children are observing.
That's true.
And so I said to her that regardless of the amount of prayers you pray, I can guarantee you 98% that either one of the boys or one of the girls would enter into their marriage with the same behavior traits. If you don't nip it in the bud now. So I said to her, I said, sit them down. And the children have witnessed a few things in the house. I said, don't think they're children. Sit them down and let them know that sometimes mommies and daddies go through problems, just like you lot do as well.
Exactly.
Mommy and daddy, we're going to sort ourselves out, but I just want you to know that you've seen daddy coming, not saying hello to me. It's because we're a little bit upset with each other, but we're going to sort ourselves out, and daddy will start saying hello. Just let them have, at least talk to
what's
them.
going on.
Let them know.
That's it.
Don't just ignore them and think, oh, they're children.
But in a setup, they always say that the phone combo, you don't bring the kids into the church of the adults and all.
I think 2 days ago we were talking about this, isn't it? Whereby we would always say penny phone combo.
Yeah.
I think that the best way for people to learn is from them being closer to us.
Yeah.
When we're having a chat, let's say about finances, let's pull them in. About aspects of marriage that we want them to hear, let them get in.
Wow.
I mean, most of to be a part of what's going on.
Yeah, because I'm really learning a lot at the moment. Because at the end of the day, if the kids are with you and you're able to let them know exactly some of the frictions going on between mom and dad, they won't read meanings of this action that takes place.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
In case you've got any question, you can please send your question on our Facebook page, and then Uncle Eric and Mary will help us to delve into some of the questions for you. Anita Piasa is asking that if your husband doesn't want a joint account and also doesn't tell you or show you his pay slips, meanwhile he says that he trusts you, what will you do?
That's a really good question, and I think it all boils down to having that conversation with the person. What is stopping him from showing you his slip of his bank account details?
Okay.
It boils down to just asking him so that he can give the reasons why. And if the reasons are valid, which I believe it might not be so valid, as to withhold your payslip and your bank account details from your
wife,
the one you share the same bed with, be intimate with, you cannot share an aspect of your life, then it's questionable. So I would say have that conversation.
Okay, so I need to make sure that conversation is there and try to ask him the reason why he's not a lion that you can approach. So please try in the mother courage and try and ask the reason why.
And also know that at the end of the day, you can't force him.
Yeah.
If he still chooses not to, you really can't force him. But then clearly it tells you the sort of person that you have chosen to live the rest of your life with.
So with this one, with the person says that I want to just come out of such a relationship or such a marriage.
Because he's not showing his face.
Yeah, because he's not transparent, he's not loyal.
I wouldn't say it's got to that point yet for you to leave your marriage as a result of that.
Okay.
With asking these questions, you might delve to the root cause, which you keep saying root cause because to every problem, to every issue, there's a reason why the person is being that way. You might find out that it's probably from when he was little, how he's seen things being done. And you can have the opportunity to educate the person on how things can be done.
Right.
I think it's all a mindset thing. I remember I was telling you during one of the commercial breaks that growing up, my father, whenever he was taking money out of it, in fact, I was their only daughter.
Oh, okay.
Whenever he was taking money and I was there, it's okay. But there was something about something about when my mom was around. He would turn his back. So I think for a lot of people, it's just a mindset thing. It's culture. It's just how they've been brought up. They don't know anything else. So I think as we're having the conversation now, letting them know that it's okay. I mean, there was a time where our younger daughter, this was sometime last year, she's 10 now, she's 9, came up to me and she says, "Mommy, how much does Daddy earn?" I said, "Why are you asking? Does Daddy earn up to £1,000? I said, "Way more than that." Because for a 9 or £1,000,
it's like millions.
She said, "How much?" I said, "Okay, let's just put it this way. It's over." So I quoted, something in the text, over 20,000 to her. She said, "What?" I said, "Angel, you can double that and double that." Anyway, so when Eric came back from work that evening, I said to him, "Your daughter has asked me a question. I think you should show him the payslip and explain to her." So we all sat down, including the older ones. Eric brought a copy of his payslip. I brought mine. We explained to them what national insurance is. We explained to them what taxes are, NI contributions, pensions, because they could see the listing. So we point out that is education. We are educating our children so that they're not ignorant. You see. So I think it's about having the conversation. And is it Anita?
Anita, yes.
Perhaps your husband grew up in a household where these things were not common. It's not his fault. As we're having the conversation now, I hope he's listening and he's not showing him the video. Let him know that there's his fellow man telling him it's okay.
That's right.
I'll say that it's a matter of time. Let time. Don't be abrupt with it. Don't expect things to happen so overnight. But it's a matter of time. Let that conversation keep happening here and there. Choose the time that you actually speak to the man as well.
I think that is also very important. The timing.
You can't just after this program walk up to me. I heard that other people were doing it.
Can I just add to that?
Please.
I was telling Eric and I was telling another lady whom I'm counseling at the moment that when it comes to the companies and the big organizations we work for, they do their morning meetings, they do their evening meetings, there's catch-up sessions in the afternoon, there's budget for the company, budget for every sector. That all amounts to the success of the companies that you and I are working for. Why can't we apply the same principles in our marriages? Whereby husband and wife sit down and go through the finances of the family. This is how much we have. This is how much we want to get for this year. We have our target 2017 of how much we want to make. And so every now and then we are checking. First quarter has gone, we've done our review. Have we met our target? Do we need to work harder? And so on. So there's constant review, and we apply these principles in our, because we're talking about success holistically. All these things play a major part. So you cannot be working for Sainsbury's and Sainsbury's are operating this 18 how have they done it all this while? If they weren't transparent, and it started off a family business.
Exactly right.
You see what I mean? So it is important that we break some of those old traditions. And
the powerful force to do with this is that the Bible says, "If two shall agree, is established." So you can imagine husband and wife who God has agreed has established to be one in the spirit, agreeing on a certain matter. It happens so quickly, and that's a secret that people should know. That agree with your wife on so many matters, and God moves in so quickly that you'll be amazed because both of you who are created as one in the spirit have agreed on a certain matter, including finances.
Wow. So I want to find also from you as well, if a couple is not matured enough, because I also believe from my research, sometimes they aren't ready because of people forcing them on about treating their colleagues, getting married. You went to the university, you finished university, you aren't working, but somebody is working. And so once your colleague is actually earning much and he's married or she's married, I'm also going into my marriage. How do we counsel these people? So whilst they watch and hear some of these things, they're able to do that. It's not about rush into marriage, but preparing yourself will help to be able to let you enjoy your marriage as well. If you have any other idea that you think can also help somebody that rush into marriage, or as a result of, let's say, peer pressure, family pressure from family background, sometimes things happen there. How can you help us in that area?
I mean, last Saturday I met a friend of mine that I haven't seen for the last 22 years.
Before you went to the home company?
I invited him to come along.
Oh, okay, wow, that's
came
good.
and,
Okay.
you know, he's visiting from Ghana, and after 22 years we've not seen each other.
Wow.
So after the program, when we were driving home, he said, Eric, you know, I'm not married, you know. Wow. Where I'm always.
Yeah.
So what we concluded on after having such a conversation was that marriage is a race. As with anything in life, it's not a race.
Wow.
And when we first met each other, there was a nice, fine gentleman called Mr. Nyamiche. He's a reverend.
Okay.
He said, Eric and Marie, don't look at how someone is dancing to also follow their steps. Your race is your own in life.
Yeah.
So I would say that people should not really be pressured to go into marriage simply because their friends are married. Otherwise, you ignore all the red flags and you enter into this institution, which is a lifelong institution. But it's meant to be to eternity or death. Do you pass?
Yes. Wow. Yes. And to add to that, I would say for those of us who live in the UK, there's a program called X Factor that comes on every And one day, Simon Cowell was interviewed, and they asked him what is his definition of a miracle.
Okay.
And his answer, I will never forget. He says, when preparedness meets opportunity, that's his definition of a miracle.
Wow.
When you're prepared and the opportunity comes, the man shows up, the woman shows up. That's your miracle marriage right there. But if you rush into it, marriage is not something you can rush into it, because it's not something that let me go and try. If it doesn't work, that's not. Yeah.
My son of God will say, you just have a one-way ticket. That's it. You go in and that's it.
That's it. You go. That's it.
And deal with
and my senior pastor, Pastor Michael Kashimolo, often says that God hates divorce, but God does not hate the divorcee. So the intention is for you to go and remain there.
Yeah.
However, when circumstances arise where it's been talked about and everything that can be done has been done and it still won't work, at the end of the day, we're human beings. You can both go your separate ways, and God will not hate you for that. So marriage is not something that one needs to rush into. And let me add to that also, especially to the young women. Know that you are complete as you are. You are complete as you are. You don't need a man to complete your life. You don't need children to complete your life. I mean, there's been cases. I had an auntie, my father's sisters, got married, got divorced, had 2 daughters here in the UK, both died. And so this woman relocated back to Ghana.
Wow.
She was a midwife. Never had children again. It could be, I'm not saying that's what it was, I don't know, but could it be that perhaps God wanted her to be a mother, as Isaiah 50 says, to be a mother to many other children, hence her purpose in terms of midwifery. She died at the age of 70 plus, and apparently on the final day she was in Kolibu Hospital telling everybody in the world that she was a midwife. I was a midwife. I've delivered so many children, so many babies have passed my hands. So you are complete as you are. Live your life, enjoy your life. Know that from the moment you're born, you're old enough to die. And so it's important that you live your life and live it to the fullest. And if God blesses you with a man or the woman, praise God.
Wow.
It's an added bonus.
Well, we're wrapping up shortly, but I want us to give counsel, advice to both the young ones going into marriage or preparing to go into marriage, those who are in now and they're going through a challenge and they want to come out, and then also some of the men of God who they think that probably because they are men of God and they have not got a particular skill to help people who are in a challenge in their marriage to be able to feel free to recommend professional counselors to help them. We can please help us in that particular area as well. We'll be very, very glad.
So for those about to enter into marriage, my advice to all of you is that learn the skill of listening. I mean, from a man's point of view, especially when I got into marriage, my listening skills weren't that great. But I soon learned it very quickly because I had to learn it. The thing is, women are very complicated in how God has fashioned them. And if you haven't got a very good listening ability, you will struggle. You will struggle. So listening skills should be number 1 on your list. I would say, obviously, we are Christians. Let's go back to the source at all times. Right. That's my advice for those who are about to enter into it.
Same thing. I think if you're about to enter into marriage, let me look at it from, I've got 3 daughters. Okay. My oldest is nearly 18. So if she was about to get into marriage in the next couple of years, what advice would I give her? And I would say to her, as you're going in with an open mind.
Right.
Go in with an open mind. Know that, first of all, you've got to be sure that you heard from the Lord.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah. You have to be sure that you've heard from the Lord, number one. If you've heard from the Lord and you're saying this is the person, okay, let's all give you the support. Yeah. And know that you're going, there's no door of return. This is not Echo's castle. There's no door of return. Yes. There's no door of return. So you're going in one way only. Yeah. There's no turning back. Love the person you're going to be with. Don't go in with any 50-50 attitude. It's 100%. You're going with 100%. All of you. All of you. You're going your emotions. Everything that makes you who you are. Your uniqueness is what you're taking into the marriage. As I said, be a good listener. Could be a good listener. If you haven't developed that side of you, learn it. Go online, take courses, learn how to be a good listener. And in fact, Jesus Christ tells us, the Bible tells us of how to be a good listener. The best way to be a good listener is to speak less and listen more.
Yeah.
Speak less, listen more. How do you do that? By listening to your partner, by being observant. Observe them. Yeah. There are times where the person is not saying anything, but they're just quiet. Their mood has changed in the course of the day. You have to know the appropriate time when it's right to approach them and find out from them what is going on.
Sometimes when I see them, my wife is very quiet. I become a bit bothered. Is she okay? Are you all right? So is everything okay with you? So either I have to be calling you or sit by you. The person also was so busy. But for me, sometimes
the nature of men to solve every problem that wife has.
Right.
We try to solve every problem. So even when we are quiet, we think there's a problem.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's no problem.
Yeah, and I think
and then sometimes they just want to be.
I think exactly what you said. Just ask them, sweetheart, are you okay?
Yeah.
I've noticed today you've been a bit quiet. And if she says she's okay, just leave her.
Okay.
Yeah, believe her. Exactly. Believe her. So if you're about to go into marriage and have the mindset, look, they always say things like marriage is hard, marriage is difficult, marriage is not hard. Yes, you have to work very hard at it. It doesn't mean it is hard.
That's right.
Go in, have fun, throw in lots. Be like a child in your marriage. Wow. Oh, be like a child. Play with your partner, laugh with your partner. Be like a child. That's all I say. Jesus said, let the child be like a child in your life. Yes.
And then also for pastors who think that they can do it all, teach the church, pray for the church, deliverance for the church members, and still be their own counselors for everything. Advice for.
Can I go first on that, please?
Do you want? The thing with pastors is God has given pastors grace to be shepherds. That doesn't mean that you have the skills to tell every aspect of human behavior.
Yeah.
Therefore, my advice is take that ego out and allow yourself to go and learn from professionals as well. And that's why earlier on I said it's twofold.
Yeah.
Couples going out to professional counselors and pastors and people in leadership roles in the church going to learn skill of counseling. And sometimes if you can't handle it, feel free to let professionals handle it. It's like a pastor trying to be a doctor.
Yeah. It looks as I don't know whether it's security that the
it's insecurity.
Towards the
counsel.
It's security. Many pastors are very, very insecure. And they themselves need to develop themselves. Many of them need to develop themselves. And as Eric was saying, it's ego as well. This is my, do you know how hard I've worked to build this church? To build this church. So you're using all your power and all your might to guard the 200 members that God has given you. For all you know, God wants you to open up so that He can give you tens of thousands. How do we think the likes of Joyce Meyer and Bishop T.D. How have they done it? They've developed themselves. On top of the Bible and all the knowledge they have, the wisdom they have, they develop themselves on the side so they can handle issues both ways. And so we'd encourage our men and women of God to do that. And also sometimes relinquish your control. You're Superman or Superman. Relinquish control. Let the experts come in. That is why God has given them wisdom to learn about these things. So let in fact, if you want to go to your church members, let them sit down with the experts, you know, and all of you go through it.
Exactly.
Another thing also I want the men and women of God to know is that not everybody out there is an unbeliever. There is this mindset about born again Christian. Everybody who doesn't come to our church is an unbeliever. I don't know where that belief system came from. Not the fact that they don't have the Bible in their hands. Talk to them. Find out. In fact, they believe more than you do.
That's true.
You see, the problem with church these days is that there are two parts to Jesus Christ: the person of Christ, the principles of Christ. The church has now embraced the person, teach on the person, and many neglect the principles of Christ. And so we see the next person outside of our church, unbeliever, 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 unbeliever. It's wrong. Go and sit down and have a chat with them.
That's true. And then that's the
so
reason.
Yes.
Wow. I don't know if you know Juan Usuwajiman.
I do. Yeah, we do.
He says, "Well done, Eric Marie."
Thank you, Joe.
And a thumbs up. Great for you as well. And then he says, "You are doing a great job, and thank you very much for your words of encouragement." And
thank you, Andy.
Thank you.
Ebo also says, "Great work and great decision as well, and thank you and God bless you."
Thank you.
Ebo is a good friend of mine.
Oh, okay. That's good. Wow. Well, thank you very much for your time, and I trust you, me. I'm very much honored to have you today on this network, Masco Creative Media. And so I know this is just one aspect of them just seen today. We'll bring them here again another time, or if possible, whether we see them their comfort, into their comfort, and then I think one of their shows it will be live also on MCM TV, and for us to know the things that they are doing. I think you've got this network about women as well.
Yes, Pink Conversation Global Women's Network.
What's it about?
Pink Conversation. So last year I had a dream that I should bring women together and just empower them. Really, because again, as we're talking about divorce, it's both men and women. And God has called me onto women and young girls. So I had a dream last year to set up a network, bring women together from all over the world on social media. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a chat. So I named it Pink Conversation. Pink representing women. Conversation as in comments.
Oh, okay.
So we talk about everything to do with women and real life. In fact, one of my cousins also does something called Real Talk on my platform. And we talk about women's issues. So the things women go through on a day-to-day basis. And we organize events. Last year alone, we had about 6 events. Not all of them were at great turnout, but it was okay. And we also organize things for girls, young girls as well, because I believe that in as much as we're doing women empowerment, empowering each other, we ought to pass on the knowledge that we're learning now, the things that we've learned in our life journeys, pass it on to the next generation very quickly.
That's true.
So that they hit the ground running in life. Because a lot of the times when we're talking as women, we realize that if only somebody had told us growing up, but now the generation of our mothers, I mean, my mom passed 5 years ago at the age of 63. So if she was here, she'd be 48 now. Now that generation, that my mother's generation, they didn't talk to their daughters. I mean, they only brushed this on the surface. We want to go deep with the next generation. So Pink Conversation for Girls starts from the age of 7 to 26.
Wow. So if somebody wants to be part of your network, how the person get in touch?
Just join us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, Pink Conversation Global Women's Network. Like the page, and whenever we post on there, I also have a prayer group. In fact, I do more on the prayer group. MAB Ministries. So if you just type in Facebook MAB Ministries, MAB is my initials, MAB. MAB Ministries Women's Prayer Group. You will find us on there, and every morning between 6 and 7 I come on and we share a word. Once a month we have our own all night, and it's just women and we have fun. We call ourselves Girls on Fire.
Can I also say that with regards to Eric and Marie, our timeline on Facebook is Time with Eric and Marie. And 9 p.m. UK time every Friday we talk about personal development in our local Ghanaian language,
I think
which is Tree. That's it. And then on Saturdays we talk about marriage. At 9 p.m. UK time.
So 9 p.m. UK time, Eric and Marie, you need to actually go to their Facebook page. I realize I'm very lucky.
Wait.
The day that I messaged you while in that particular point, you said I should just go quickly.
Yeah.
And then said I never even accept it. There were just 2 people left.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And I was one of the first 2. And then I think you had 1,000.
That's it.
So nobody could go to send any
more requests.
This was divine connection.
So that's why we see a separate page called Time with Erica Marie.
Okay.
So Time with Erica Marie on Facebook and countless. Everybody can just sign up and join.
Wow.
Great.
It's good having you, Erica and Auntie Marie. I'm so much having you today on the network as well. Well, I'm going to bring them here another time again. If you logged on to watch Hard Talk, some of these issues are hard to talk about. By the grace of God, I've had this wonderful couple here to share with us their thoughts and their views. And I hope you've been blessed and you've received particular impartation as well from their insight and their knowledge that God has given to them. Same time next week, Wednesday, on the same network, we'll bounce back with another episode. God bless you for watching. Wonderfully, we are out.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So say yes. Say yes. My soul says yes. Says yes.
Praise the name of the Lord. Hi, Scotland. My name is Apostle General Sam Crunchy Ankra. It's happening live from the 12th to the 16th of July.
In this convention, may the Lord bring you divine assistance.
July at the International Grace Ministries IGM, and Reverend Trevor, my son, will be gathering sons of the kingdom and of the kingdom, and we want to experience the kingdom power and the kingdom grace and the kingdom goodness of our Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, Jesus Christ, the same yesterday, today, and forever. I will be showing up, and I'm coming in the anointing of the Spirit of the Most High God, and the Word of God is going to be precise, it's going to be spot on, and there will be signs and wonders following, because Jesus Christ is Lord. From the 12th to the 16th of July at IGM, Reverend Trevor is our host. Check the dates and the venue appearing on the screen, and we will be there to celebrate the goodness of the Lord. I will see you from the 12th to the 16th of July. God bless you. I love you.
Let your will be done in me. Let me take it again. So be my light and be my guide, be my way, be my way. Oh my Lord, come lay. My soul says yes. Say yeah. My soul says, everybody.
It's time to learn and walk in the authentic voice of God.
When you miss the voice of God, it can land you into your sudden death.
After decades of experiences, with over a year of study, the Apostle General Sam Crunchy Ankra presents their series dealing with strange voices.
Many voices come to us, and each voice has a mandate. Each voice carries a certain language. The voice also carries an assignment. The voice carries a mission to accomplish. If you allow strange voices, they will accomplish the assignment and their purposes for which they are sent.
You are about to start a journey that will usher you into God's perfect will. God is speaking to you in the midst of the conflicting voices. He is showing you the way to go. He is revealing His divine purpose.
In identifying the true voice of God, there are signals that lead you into the voice of God. And your life is Christ-centered. Then Christ becomes your wisdom. You never make mistakes. When the spirit or the voice of wisdom is speaking to you.
Get this most authentic, revelation-filled teaching on how to hear the voice of God, dealing with strange voices. Order your copies on any major bookstore or by ordering online at www.royalhousechapel.org or call us on 0302 240 087. It's time.
Come on, listen. Me da focus, me mawa mo. Me da focus, me you are yeah. Wa mama wo, wa mama ni me wasi. Me da focus, Yesu me mawa. Oh, wa mama wo, wa mama ni wasi. Me da focus, Yesu me mawa mo. Join me now, say. Me da focus, me mawa mo da. And say, me wa yo.
I have come to love this next song because I have come to appreciate the kingship of the Most High God. And I believe that wherever he steps, the earth needs to be silent before him and acknowledge his lordship, his kingship, his ruling power. Hallelujah.
Enya
haven't started, because He is here. Now, where are my Nigerian friends in this house? No. I mean my Nigerian people. Hallelujah. Oh, Jesus. I am serving a God of